We take in about 120 students per year for the 4 years of program here, right? So you may think the competition is tough. Yes and no. For those who are prepared, those who are confident, those who are just showing the aptitude, we're not looking for a finished designer or a media artist. We're looking for some, somebody who's, involved in what we want. Kumar, can I check if my slides are being shared? Kumar?
Yes, I am.
You can see my slides, right?
Yeah, no, I need to click the PDF, then you click next.
What is going on?
Just press the PDF, click, then next.
But can you see my slides?
I see the slides on the first slide only.
Sure. When I put it to full screen, it doesn't.
Yes, can do. Yeah, will do.
It's gone off. The sharing is stopped now.
Yeah, you click the next slide.
Can you see now?
No.
Okay. Let's go back to you sharing.
Okay. You stop sharing.
Yes. I'm going to stop sharing. Please put the first slide on. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, University of Technology, we have technical problem. Right. So go to the first slide, please. Thank you very much. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We take in only about 120 students per year for the 4-year program. Don't think the competition is tough. Those of you who are prepared will be in a position to enjoy this program, and I welcome you. We have master's and PhD research programs, so you will see senior students of master's and PhD. Some of them may come in as a teaching assistant as well, so you will have the chance to interact with them. What we're doing is we're giving you a clear path to becoming a creative professional who can operate not just at the Singapore level or the regional level, but at the international level. And I will show you that our alumni have things that they have reached out to many parts of the world today, and that says a lot about the School of Art, Design, Media. Next, Kumar. So one of the things why you should join us, right? Who teaches in ADM? NTU, when they select us to teach, they spend a lot of time to look for globally recognized faculty ranging from artists, educators, researchers, and designers, right? So that's the best way that you can learn from us, because many of us are practitioners as well. This is only a small cross-section of the 40 faculty that full-time faculty we have. You can see the different countries that they come from, right? And the way we operate is that we offer you kind of a friendship and a mentorship to go along with it. So our classes are all designed to be small so that the faculty can interact with you. Most of our faculty are award-winning artists and creatives, at each of them at the top of the world. And many of us are on top of the research world as well. So this is something that you will enjoy when you come to study at ADM. Next, please. Right. What degree is offered at ADM and how is it structured, right? ADM offers 2 Bachelor of Fine Arts degree, one in BFA, as we call it, BFA in Design Art and BFA in Media Art, okay? So let's look at Design Art. Design Art, within Design Art major, we do have pathways leading to visual communication, product design, and interaction, right? So this is very important part of the whole deal, right? And also in media art, you have animation as a pathway, game, filmmaking, and photography. What's interesting about this BFA is that, if you enter design art, for example, and you want to specialize in interaction, you can string your modules together so that interaction becomes the vertebrae and the spinal cord of your study. But remember, interaction is not standalone in the real world. It has product design and visual communication to support. And many times, interaction designers need to work with game designers as well. So you can cut across, take different modules within design art. You can take electives within media art, and you learn a lot about a lot of things. Similarly, in media art, let's say animation. As to you want to study animation, of course you can string a course, but remember, animation comes with filmmaking now. Visual effects and the ability to understand the scenery, photography, and of course, if you're interested in making animation in game. So you can actually string your pathway and kind of circle it around with those that will help you. Besides that, if you remember, our university will be offering two things that are important, which is the integrated core in curriculum, which is cut across for everybody in the first year and sometimes to second year as well. And we also now offer a lot of electives called broadening and depth electives, deepening electives. Broadening electives allow you to broaden your knowledge within, outside of the school to the college and other schools within the university. Deepening is when you have opportunity to take courses that take you deep into design art and media art. So when you look at the structure, you come in at year one, you have common foundation in the semester one, and you make a choice between you want to go for design art or media art. And many a time you make wise choice, and we allot you the same. And semester two, you have introductions to histories, art history, design media history, and so on and so forth. And year two, you go into interdisciplinary core classes for design and media. Of course, we have some art history. So you start learning a little more, exploring more in your major. And year three, you start specializing in your major, design or media, but also you can take electives in across, right? Year three is also important for internship. Internship is now part of the integrated core curriculum, and internship at ADM is 10 weeks, which will be done between the summer holidays between year three and year four. Overseas study, our student exchange program is very attractive and very popular. And the students go to universities across Europe, to the Americas, to China, India, and the region. So you have a lot of opportunity to study for one semester. That is the second semester of year three. You'll have an opportunity to study. Now, pandemic caused put a pause to this, but the Office of Global Education and Mobility at NTU has assured us that we will have the student exchange coming in. Many of you may not go for exchange, but then, hey, we have incoming exchange students with whom you will interact with, and you learn a lot. So both ways you benefit. Year four is finally a project, one full year project in the major that you wanted to do, or a specialization that you wanted to do. All together with that is an industry seminar where we bring about 10 of the best practitioners in design and media to talk about what is the life outside and what we expect you to do, right? So next, Kumar. So this just gives you a kind of what are the potential carriers. I can talk about a few things, just like I take game, for example. You can become a game artist, character artist, asset creator, animator, environmental designer, and game designer. Environment meaning environment of the game, not in terms of sustainability and all that. You can become a creative director. Interaction design, intelligent object design, user-centered design, computer-aided design. You can also become an interactive media artist, right? So these are the things. For example, visual communication. You can become a graphic designer. You can become a creative director. Creative direction could be something that you like, you could do that. Corporate branding, editorial design, publication design, information design, and design environment, so on and so forth. Filmmaker, film arts photography, digital imaging, commercial photography, photojournalism. Besides filmmaking, a lot of things that you can do, right? Photo editing, right? So can we move to the next one? Come on. Okay. So I kind of talked to you about that, and I could go on and on and on about the facilities and the nice things that we have, which we'll come to. But I would like to concentrate on the two aspects that we talked about, right? Internship and industry relations. Now, I said we have about 40 full-time faculty at ADM, but that's not it. We also have another 40 part-time faculty. Some of they may be called adjunct somewhere else, who come and teach. And they are from very famous studios and production houses and industries. And their coming in to teach will allow you to learn exactly what's going on, gives you an opportunity to compare between a full academic full-time faculty and a part-time faculty. So this works very well in your education, right? Then talk about talk about internship. Well, many times, it's internship is compulsory. As I said, it's 10 weeks and it gives you 5 credits. This is due to the fact that ADM by itself has picked up a good set of network. We may have done our part to make our industry relations work. And you can see a kind of sprinkling of the kind of companies that we're looking at that take our interns, okay? And besides that, labs like A-STAR and a lot of research programs that are going on in NTU, NUS, and elsewhere, they also take interns from us, our ADM. So we have a coordinator who works on this and helps you. We have a career and attachment office at NTU, which is fully dedicated for this. So NTU has earned a reputation as the industry university, and you will see that if you come here. And student exchange program, just as sprinkle of the universities that you may find yourself in, like University of the Arts at London, Maryland Institute of Creative Art at in United States, Massey University in New Zealand are some of the universities that I'm talking about. Aalto University in Finland, if I'm correct. So you spend one full semester and you have to do a few courses, one core course and some electives. We encourage you to do a lot more culture related electives when you're there. But what you bring back is a kind of network and relationship that will last forever, and a kind of experience that you will cherish. Okay. So anyway, credits are transferred. So whatever you study there will be transferred as credits over here. So you can rest assured. Kumar, next, please. So I'm coming back to NTU again. The fact that ADM is well situated within one of the top ranking universities in the world by both Times Higher Ed and QS World University ranking. Some of the schools by themselves are ranked, the top 10. We are in the top 50 all the time. So you're in world-class university with world-class facilities and a campus that many are envious of. I know it's in the West. I know you're almost in another country, but hey, we have excellent hall facilities, excellent other recreational facilities and canteens and so on and so forth. Shopping, you have you have shops and supermarkets, at least 3 of them I know. So it's a life by itself. So academic life is not just you gain skills and knowledge, of course, by taking courses across NTU. You can also sign up for minors and second majors in wide variety of subjects, from communication to entrepreneurship to creative writing. I was sitting next to the chair of the School of Humanities, and he was saying that minor and creative writing is so popular with ADM students, right? And you can also brush up your languages at the Language Center. You can study Thai, Japanese, Korean, Arabic, and French and German, of course, and wide range of Spanish and a wide range of courses, including Tamil, here. So if you have the time and the inclination, you can do it, right? Student life, university has a unique student life, which cannot be kind of mirrored in any standalone schools of art and design. It's a whole university that partakes in all these activities. You have CCA, you have sports clubs, you have hall activities, and you have special interest groups, social activities, peer support program, and we have an excellent ADM student club. But I must say, ADM probably has the best of the music band in NTU. Yeah. So it is called Music District, and it is the envy of many of the schools. And if you're musically inclined, I'm sure you'll get involved in it, right? So this is something that you can look forward to. But having said that, this is not the only thing. When you look at student life, the school, the college, and the university is well prepared to take care of you. Issues that can range from your wellness in terms of mental wellness to things that can happen to you because of untoward incidents. We have a student care manager within the school. We have university has a very strong counseling and a student care department by itself. So you'll be well taken care of. So besides that, we internally we have our medical center. So your physical and psychological health is very important to us, and we will see that NTU looks after it. Next, Kumar. Right. I talked about our Mood Indigo. Mood Indigo, I said, I don't know where the Mood Indigo came, but the Music District. Here they are playing. And it's ADM has a vibrant and social community, right? So we're always having fun. I come in the nighttime, pre-pandemic, of course, and I can't recognize the school because it has turned into something else. Something or the other is going on. The Valentine's becomes very interesting. Halloween becomes interesting. And sometimes we also take part in it, and we enjoy this, right? Equipment and resource, you can go on and on and on because we are one of the best equipped in this region. And we must thank the university, the Ministry of Education, the government of Singapore for equipping us with some of the latest in the world. If you're a filmmaker, you can rest assured you have the latest. If you're a product designer, our Interaction, our Viscom for that matter, 3D printing to the latest in printing. We have editing suites, so many things going on, like animation studios and motion capture, things like that, stop motion, so many things that happen here for you to enjoy. Next slide, please. So what happens at the end? So at the culmination of 4 years of study and creativity, we normally have an ADM graduation show, ADM show as it is called, which will showcase your brilliant design and media projects and valuable exposure to the industry is created, because we do have an industry night where we invite the whole of the industry to come. You can see this present speaker of the parliament enjoying the visit to our show a couple of years back, and he stayed back longer than we thought. He spent a lot of time talking to the students as well. So graduation show, ADM show, very important. We spend a lot of time, a student committee is formed which looks after it, right? Kumar? Next, please. Right, and a plethora of our alumni, just to give you an idea. 2 of their alumni have got cultural medallion, Nicole Woodford Midori, film director, and Yan Yun Chen, visual artist. And all of them are internationally known. Laura Serien, she's won a BAFTA. Alexandre René was one of the interesting international students we had, a filmmaker. Now he's into the business of film, distribution and putting talent together. Netflix of the world need them. On the extreme left is Eugene. Dude, as he calls himself. You just say dude.hg. He's at the forefront of what would be the confluence between metaverse and the real world. So he's a completely eccentric character, very enjoyable, and the things that he does and he has done is something for all of us to look to. On the extreme right is Sarah Chu, came in as an MOE scholar, photographer par excellence, now multidisciplinary artist, well known in the world. She gets invited to present and exhibit her work around the world. So you're looking at the possibility of a network of talents, network of business people, network of people embedded in the industry that you can reach out to, and we can reach out to help you as well. Kumar? Right, how to apply. Okay, so we have the details here at ntu.edu.ag/ADM, and you go in and you can find the admission requirements, right? Admission is based on two things. One is your score in your pre-university, whatever, be it a junior college or IB or polytechnic or international higher secondary. That amounts to only to 55% of your score, admission score. The rest of the 45% comes from your material submission, which consists of a portfolio of work, your creative work. Not everybody has completed the, you don't have to come if you know exactly what to do, but we are looking for potential. We're looking for aspirants with the attitude and aptitude. So don't worry too much. We want to see how you demonstrate your skill levels in visual arts, storytelling, and communication. And we nowadays, from the last 2 years, you submit online. 3 different faculty will evaluate your portfolio. They do not know your name. They do not know your background. They do not know which junior college or the pre-university college you came from. They do not know your scores at the pre-university. They will score you absolute for this. So there are chances some of you might be thinking, I'm not going to score very well in my A-level, maybe just sufficient. But if your portfolio is good, you can overtake a lot of people and be at the admission level, right? So that's the thing that we're looking for. Next slide, please. Right, and a lot of parents, if parents are tuned in, they will be always wondering, and we had this question just asked about 1 hour ago, what can my son, daughter, or ward do after studying at ADM? Is art and design and media respected? What will be their career prospects, right? I told you about the ADM graduation show, which we will specially invite the industry night. During the industry night, we will invite potential employers, and then they have a chance to look at the work. They will have a chance to interact with you. And with all, we've been doing this for the last 1 year. Last year as well, within the conditions of SMM and pandemic, we have been able to manage this very well, and I hope we will continue to manage. We're much more than hopeful that when you graduate, all this thing that we're suffering from, it will be all not there, right? So what you do is when you're graduating, there are 3 things that many of you want to do. Some of you want to join a company, a consultancy, an agency, a production house, and like as an earning employee, creative professional, right? That's good. And there are lots of agencies and consultancies and companies that are taking us as well. You can start your own freelance consultancy and together with the group start a company. And the trend also is to be a part of a startup in AI or robotics or social design, because we are looking at unicorns, as they call it, very fast moving companies. They're incubated here as well. So that's a lot more like an entrepreneurial venture, right? Thirdly, you can study further and pursue a career in academics, and some of us do that. Some, quite a few students go to NIE and become teachers of the art teachers of design and technology. That's fine. Some of them do MA and PhD and become professors and faculty in schools like ours, right? But what I'm interested in telling you is about if you want to become a freelance consultant or form a group and start a company or be a startup, we work with NTU very closely. NTU now offers a second major in entrepreneurship, which you might want to be interested in. If you're really good, really that's something that you want to do in life, you have to apply now itself. But those of you who want to make a decision later about being an entrepreneur, you can do a minor in entrepreneurship, 5 courses that teach you a lot of things. But besides that, we also have our industry seminar, right? Interdisciplinary industry seminar, which you get to know about the industry. But we have an incubation center called Garage at ADM, specially designed to nurture and bring out your entrepreneurship skills. That means every year we are looking at 2 companies that after application and then selection be situated within ADM for a year with no rental and a lot of subsidized facilities, and work on building your company. Our faculty, many of us who have entrepreneur experience, we are there to guide them and be there as mentors. But most importantly, we work with the NTU and NTU Technopreneurship Center, 2 of this very specialized center that looks after entrepreneurship. And there are lots of incubated companies in those areas, and they will also work with you. And I realized one of the companies in Garage at ADM is actually working with another incubated company. So if you look at our graduate employment survey, you'll realize that not all of you are inclined to go for a full-time job. Many of you want to be on your own, but you need to know, have the knowledge, the ability, and the wherewithal. So that's where we step in with, entrepreneurship, kind of guiding and direction, work with NTUT, with NTU Technopreneurship Center, and also encourage those who have graduated and are 1 year into graduation, after graduation, to come to Garage, right? So this must be my last slide, if I remember. So yes, the last slide is very, very important to you guys, right? On Saturday, the 5th of March, 2022, between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m., ADM will open its door and call it Open Day 2022, very specially to review your portfolio, right? For the admission to BFAs, right? You also, besides getting a portfolio review and a feedback on constructive feedback on your portfolio, we can visit our schools and see our facilities, and we will get to meet our faculty and students, all done with the prevalent pandemic condition and the SMM requirement. We look after you, we look after ourselves, so we will do it with all the caution that's required, right? You can see that there is a phone number here, or you can go to visit us at www.adm.ntu.edu.ag, or Facebook at NTU ADM for more detail. I would recommend that you send an RSVP and to add ADM events at ntu.edu.sg. And then what we would do is that we will register you. Please, your parents, you can bring your parents. We can, some of us, and many of us will talk to your parents as well, because more than you, many times, your parents have to be convinced about coming to a School of Art, Design, Media and pursuing a creative professional path. But rest assured, we are within one of the topmost universities in the world, in one of the topmost, top 50 schools of art and design in the world. So you will get quality education. You will get quality, environment that allows for building your knowledge and skills. You'll get a great ability to collaborate with other schools and within NTU. Enjoy the kind of things, the student activities and lifestyle that comes with staying and working, studying at a university. And most of all, you get to enjoy the building and the unique faculty we are, and enjoy the 4 years. So I would like to welcome you all to apply. Now, you may have questions, so I think we have made provisions for you to send the questions in. I may not be able to answer right now, but we will see that we will get back to you with the answers. There is another session, I think, in the afternoon as well. If your friends have not, listen to what I said today. Right now, you can hear me repeat this at 1 p.m. as well. So please do tell. And if your parents haven't heard and you want them to hear it, the exact recording of what I just talked to you will be played back, and you can get the same message, and your parents and guardians will understand where their children or ward will be joining if they come to the School of Art, Design, Media. So I look forward to seeing you on the 5th of March 2022, and perhaps I may sit in one or two of the portfolio review and give you feedback as well. So with that, I think we end. I look forward to having you all. Thank you very much for your attentions, and please visit us at NTU, and I'll be more than happy to welcome you and have a chat.